their game plan is. Looks like they want to try to go north. IWM found buyers. Nice V shape coming in on IWM. If everything's pumping north, then that's the direction we're going to go. Next area is going to be near previous close. So 663.70s, somewhere in there. Probably a little bit before previous close. Anybody still holding calls? I sold at the top as supply, but if you are,
I'm starting along.
congratulations. Nice job, dude. Set that stop like 662.80 or whatever that lines up with ES and just let it ride.
Yeah, I'm just like right below this like low that we made. Right below 939 candle.
Let's go, Shannon. Nice little 23 percenter. Yeah, Norville is fucking terrible, dude. And it's like at the end of the day, this is this dude's like funeral, man, and there's people just shitting on him. It's like, what the fuck?
There's people at all the vigils and stuff like
Like smashing
protesting his
things.
vigil. Like, bro, you guys are idiots.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not even about politics or religion. It's still like a human, family man. Just fucking made me pissed.
Well, that's the problem, man. Is a lot of people are looking at it almost like their own personal civil war, and they're
Yeah.
sad when their side dies and celebrate when the other side dies. And it's like we should all just fucking care that humans died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Doesn't matter what side they're on. Yeah, I mean, what happened to Melissa Horton was fucked up too. Norval.
Is Melissa the one that was on the bus that got stabbed?
No, no, that she was she a senator, Democratic senator that got
Uh,
murdered in her home. It was her and her husband got murdered a few months ago.
Really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it didn't make
Jeez.
the same headlines, but that's where a lot of criticism on Trump was he didn't fly the flags at half staff for her, but did for Charlie Kirk, and so
The media
Uh,
is run by the left, so I don't know why they didn't cover it.
wow.
yeah, that was kind of wild.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, although she was an elected public official, and I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but I don't think she was as big on for the left as Charlie Kirk was for the right. But still sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Norval, every media conglomerate besides Fox News is owned by people who donate billions to the left.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I walked away for a second, Ryan. I didn't take that. I took a couple scalps this morning and was profitable, but on that one, I tried to get in and I got a bad entry.
Mm,
And so the second I had a little profit, I tried to sell to maybe re-enter at a better place, and I got slipped. So still
uh,
up for the day. I kind of got fucked up on that call, but
what
good
are you
play.
Are you trading Top Step or are you on
Up step, yeah,
yeah. Looks like
yeah.
previous
I'm
closes
not.
next. 663.60s I'm waiting for now. I got nothing here. Let them try to run this thing up, see how far they go. If you look at IWM now, their IWM's trying to do a V-shape reversal, take out the highs. So they
But
definitely
yeah,
found
man.
buyers.
Black Rabbit. Highly recommend Black Rabbit. It's a great series.
Yeah. Listen,
Not
I
gonna
don't
lie
care.
though, in Black Rabbit, they were dragging a little bit though. I mean, I saw the whole series over the weekend. They were dragging it a little bit.
There were times that it was kind of slow, and then there were I don't know, but it's if you think about it though, man, it had a lot of action in the end. But yeah, there was times
Yeah,
where it
yeah,
was.
it was a lot of action for sure. It would keep you on your at the edge of your seat a little bit, like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know?
And then, dude, shit just kept piling up. You know what I mean? Like from where it
Yeah,
started
they were
at the
constantly
beginning.
making story. Yeah, making stories upon stories upon stories. Like, oh my god.
I think that's what they got to do these days, though, man. I think that's why Yellowstone was so popular because it just was nonstop drama.
Mm.
Fucking. all this crazy shit's going on, and all of a sudden the bears coming out trying to eat people, or
Here
whatever.
they go. Now they're stepping on the gas. Only news you watch is Forex Factory. That's funny.
Dude,
Yeah, to be fair,
I don't watch any
I
of
try
that
to.
bullshit, dude. I'm not even on
Normal.
social
I'll
media. I
check
could
that
care
out.
less. That
I'll
does look
check that
like a
out.
good site, though.
Yeah, I mostly just watch CNBC, just the money news.
I don't even watch that, dude. Half that shit's trying to brainwash you, too.
It is. I mean, that's the thing is, it's like more telling me what not to do than what to do.
Yeah,
I think that's
the
why
Jim
podcasts
Cramer
got so
inverse effect.
popular, right?
If
Podcasts.
y'all ever heard of breaking points on YouTube, there's a left and a right person, and they're very independent media. They're not owned by a bunch of people, and they give a pretty balanced perspective. But what I like them because on YouTube they split it up into 10-minute segments. So if I just want to go hear about, like, say, the stabbing or something, I can just watch that one segment and not have to watch an hour of all the other shit. And then
Yeah.
I feel like they're pretty balanced. Like they're not really left or right. They're just trying to give you a perspective from both sides.
That's always nice. Dude, this
Man,
is a
I
fucking
sold my
banger of
fucking
a
calls
trade.
too
Let's
early.
fucking go.
Yeah.
We're going to PCP.
I sold it too early. 662, 663 60s, man. But look at the power now bulls are showing up with. I don't even
Who's
want to step in
exactly.
front of, I'm not going to step in front of previous close. Let them do a cycle first. I don't want to get fucking slammed.
Yeah, if they pull back to like 662.96 or something, that would be great for maybe jumping some calls.
Joey held.
He's
Nice
the king
job.
of that. They have filled the gap essentially. I mean,
What was my
a client
average? I forgot. What was my average? I got in at $1.07 was my average. There it's $1.81 now.
views was rejected off of previous close a little bit.
Yeah, let them. I'm not gonna chase a short here. The best area to short, but that power that just showed up on that freaking 954 candle scares me. I'd like to see them shoot it out first, and then we'll try to catch a wick if bulls are still here. Say best bullish case scenario, we have to stay above 662.80s. We break down through 662.80s, then bears are gonna try to step in and trap.
IWM did a fucking V-shaped recovery,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're close to their previous close.
VIX is in fucking vomit mode right now.
Yeah, it's below 16.
VIX has a lot of room. VIX has 40 cents.
I moved my profit stop all the way up to 6, was it 6,714?
Yeah, look at IWM, man. Well, let them go. I want to see them shoot out previous close first. That's where all the bears will get scrambled. Albert, thank God you sold because I know you wouldn't have sold your swing being red this morning and you would have been super clapped if you held it.
Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. I'm not salty.
We have a 10 o'clock news candle today? I don't think so. Nope. FOMC member Mirren. Who the fuck is Mirren? I want to see them take one more leg up. See if they're fooling here or not before I attempt a short.
Yeah, I mean, IWM SPY is right next to previous close. You think they'd want to touch it like Q's did?
Yeah, I mean it's a good area to get all the bears loaded in, thinking that this is the best area to short, and then have them take one more push north before a bearish cycle comes in. It's kind of what I'm thinking. That 954 candle was a lot of power, volume, bullish. Same thing on QQQ. QQQ had a nice bullish volume come in. I like to see them clap, you know? Once I see them start clapping size and then people start scrambling, that's where you can start capitalizing, Matt.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't take a trade yet today, you'd be looking at this like, oh, okay, I think they're going to turn around here. It makes sense because there's a lot of buyers and this is previous close and the best area to short. If they take a nice push through it, then you're going to be scrambling. Did Qs hit 600 on Friday? Yes, they did. Well, that's a 10 o'clock algo candle.
IWM starting to dump.
663.30s holds. You could go long off of this. It's just the risk to reward's dangerous. I want to try to wait for previous close, but QQQ's making a cup looking like they want to push through. Very dangerous buying calls up here because we're a little overextended. We didn't get any cycles. We had one cycle. Nice job, Patel. 2,300 was that commons? Mix. Good job. Apple's a monster. Apple's an absolute monster. I'd like to try to catch an SPX scalp today, but I need cycles. No cycles right now. I want to see them push through previous close. QQQ sitting right underneath it, like pressure cooking. We have a bearish divergence on QQQ. But cloud conditions, everything's strong. Everything's looking bullish. Looks like they want to push. Let's see. Anybody still holding calls?
Oh, Q's just shot through PCP.
I'd say if we get like a nice overreaction breakout candle, that's probably when you should start going all out of everything. Joey, if you're still holding. Yeah, Joey, you should trim.
On Top Step, can you double down? Can you add on Top Step with futures?
Yeah.
Like
You
if I
just you
buy a
can't you
contract,
can't go more than 5 contracts though.
five's your max. So if I'm in three, I can't double down. I could add like two more.
And then there's thresholds once you go over to a funded account. Like you can't go full port right away in a funded account, which it's not even recommended anyways because you can blow it up in one trade.
In a funded account, like let's say I'm in a 50K account and I get up to 60K and I take a 5 grand draw, right? Is it does the account not blow up unless you go below the 50K since you're in profit, or is it still like if you go below 2K in a day, it stops you?
Depends what funded account you're on. Some of them have trailing drawdowns where it follows you, like
On a 50K
Tradeify.
account, I think you start at 1500 for Top Step.
Mm-hmm.
As
But what
you
I'll go ahead.
as you like make profit, it closes at the end of the day. So like say you make 1500, tomorrow your stop will be like 50K or whatever. Like if you go below 50K, it'll automatically ding you out of your trade and blow up your account.
Got you. So if I'm up like 10 grand in profit, say I made like 1,500 every day until I'm at 60K, is it still like the next day it's 1,500 though? Like it doesn't ever make it to where it's like as long as I'm above 50K, it doesn't matter.
Are you talking about like the funded account?
Yeah, like if I pass the combine and then
Yeah,
I'm
when you
in
go
a
to a funded account, your balance starts at 0 and you have that like drawdown. Once you go past your drawdown, so like say the drawdown's 1500 and you go positive 1500, your drawdown's going to be 0. So like if you go to 0, you're going to blow up your account.
got you. If the next day I go up another 1,500, so I'm at 3K total, is it still 1,500 or is it down below zero?
It just stays at 0.
Okay,
So like say, on a express funded account, your balance starts at 0, you build a 50K balance. Like you would have to lose all 50K to blow up the account.
gotcha. That's what I was wondering. So once you build up some net profit, as long as you don't go back below zero, you can have bad days and it's not going to blow
Yep.
It's
you up.
something to pay attention to when you're shopping for a funded account though, or futures account, because some of them, like Apex, they have trailing drawdowns on your funded. So
Yeah,
like
that's
even
what I
if
was
you had
wondering.
that,
So
even if you
for
had that,
Apex, if you went $100 over your drawdown, like let's say you had a 50K account, if you go to 50,100, it doesn't follow you anymore on a paid account.
Gotcha.
but you got to build a $50,000 buffer.
On the funded,
People
I
won't.
can't even remember. It's been
People
so
don't
long.
fucking make it that far
No, well, you have to make
because you should
$100
be.
more than what your drawdown starts at,
Yeah,
basically. So like if your drawdown's 1,500, you have to make 1,600 on Apex. I forget if they start you at 50K or if they start you at 0 or whatever they fucking start you at.
but they
You
still
have
have
to
a
make 100
trail.
extra
They have a
dollars.
trailing though. It Top Step
On the
closes at the end of the day.
Yeah, on the evals,
Apex, yeah, Apex has a trailing.
Apex is bullshit.
I
You
remember they
make a
fucked
hundred
over a
dollar
bunch of
trade in
people.
Apex. Yeah, you make profit $100. Your drawdown is $100 less immediately.
Previous close. Let's see the game that they play here.
I
I'm not
know.
going to
Let's keep
jump into a
going, baby.
short. I'm not going to chase a call at the tippity top. I don't see anything for a short entry yet, so let's just hands time. Sit on your hands. Joey, did you trim your contract?
Yeah, I sold a half of one. I took
You
two.
look,
I had three. I took two off, and
you,
I'm just letting
you
one go.
fucking, you hate when I say that shit. It's fucking hilarious. Be in one contract. All
Yeah.
right, start trimming.
You think they'll let me sell a half?
Joey, trim that one contract, bro.
I'm gonna trim your hair. Oh, you don't have no hair. Never mind.
Hey, man, don't fuck with bald people.
Back on defense. Oh yeah, you're bald too.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize everybody in this community is bald.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
I have a full head of hair. That's all I got.
650,
Depends on
663,
how tall you
57.
are. I look like I got a full head of hair, but I got a nice balding yarmulke in the back of my head that's been forming for about 5 years.
I'm balding yarmulke.
A good bald spot, but you got to be taller than me to know, or I got to be sitting down.
I got 664. I got 664 puts on my screen. I'm not going to enter yet. I see sloping support. Still bullish. I'm thinking if they crack this little area right here, 663.57, they'll try to go down to where we bounced at 663.30s. So if they roll over, I might chase one or two candles. QQQ still looking bullish.
And it's been bouncing off this 9 EMA all morning, though.
VIX is
Wants to go below
crushed.
it.
VIX is fucking getting crushed.
I mean, all three are at POC, previous close, so
Yeah,
I feel like some draw is going to happen here in a minute. One direction or the other.
this is where everybody's shorting though.
Yeah, I don't have my Thinkorswim open. What's the ratio? Is it?
Um, it's not that far apart. It's put side heavy, but it's not that far apart. Nothing
I know
to
what
where
Max
I.
Payne was today.
Let's see.
I'll go ask Unusual Whales.
Chart exchange. QQQ's rolling over right now. If we don't bounce this, I'm going to chase a short 664 put.
Let's see, today's the 22nd.
Oh, we're still holding.
Says Max Payne 662.
I'm going to try it here. 664 puts. I'm going to have extremely tight stop. I'll just give it to fresh high. If we make a fresh high, I'll just stop out. I like QQQ starting to roll over a little bit. My price target's going to be like 663.30s if we even make it there. I'd say 663.40 is a good trim zone. A little bit more,
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah.
take some off. Contracts are not really moving south side today, so you kind of have to take profit quick. I got 8 cents. This is bounce zone on QQQ. There we go. I'm going to take some off. 663.40. I'm down to half size. QQQ's at bounce zone. I'd like to get the rest of my runners to like 663.30s, but if we bounce and flip this little bounce demand zone that we created here at 10:08, 10:09, 10:10, if those candles get taken out, that's where I stop out. At 10 cents. Never mind. At 10 cents.
I mean, I got slipped on that red candle. Had a little bit of profit.
This is bounce zone on the Qs. One more push
Little
south and
spread.
probably go all out. We're at the 21. This is trim zone number 1. I feel like a rubber band bounce is coming. One more red candle, I'll probably take everything. Man, give me more than 10 cents. There we go. I'm gonna take some more off. $1.06, I just sold some more. I'm holding 25 for 663.30s. If they break through 663.30s, it's going to be a nice flush. That's it. That's sell target. I'm all out. Add a little. Are you bald too? Yeah, me too, buddy. This is bounce zone here. If you guys want to try calls, risk to reward's good here for calls 663.30s. Not right here, but where we bounced off of where I sold. If they lose this, then we should go touch 50 or view up. I take that as a yes. You look like your little emoji looks like Pitbull. Oh, shit. I'm getting gray. What happens after that, Mark? Is that why my body's hurting now? Once I started getting gray? Yeah. For the longest time, I thought it was my mattress, but I'm getting to that point in my life now. Yeah, Den. If they lose this, they're gonna dump. 663.30s gets taken out. They're gonna dump. We got room all the way to VWAP. But that is bounce zone, 663.30. If you look at QQQ, it lines right up with their breakout at 598.80s. Yeah, I got to get back into my routine, Mark. I've been fucking traveling for pretty much the last month. I've been all over the place. I think that's part of it too. Been traveling around, sleeping in different beds, and POC just came in. POC. So it stopped going south. Good possibility MACD's just filling up the gas for us to take another leg up. So let's see. Until they close below 663.30, I'm still bullish. We just caught that little bearish cycle. That's it. Watch them do a small head and shoulders right here. 954 shoulder. Possibility. Ryan, did you get dinged out? Are you still in your calls?
I'm still in my longs. I have it at 67.15.25, which is right like one tick, two ticks below yesterday's value area high.
Oh, Randy, are you here? Yeah, Randy. I got your order, Randy. I'm gonna ship it. Thank you, pal. You should
This
get an
looks like they
email.
look good on
QQQ bounce 598.80s. Previous close supply. SPY still looking bullish. See what they did, man? They got the bears excited short in previous close, and now they're gonna take it out. But they're not doing it fast. Still kind of makes me believe we're gonna have a choppy sideways day.
Ugh. We had the house I'm buying inspected over the weekend, so I'm just making a bunch of freaking phone calls.
Yeah, it's a headache.
Got to get a mold company to give us an inspection, and then a foundation company take a look at a crack in the garage. But I think the inspector that looked on Saturday was just kind of like covering his own ass, saying, "Hey, you should have this looked at."
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad, and the mold, the mold not bad. He just needs a tiny bit of ventilation and a dehumidifier, and it'd be gone forever. The crack
Spray
in the
some
garage, he was like, "That's just more concerning because it's a giant crack." I would have a foundation people look at it, but it's not a giant crack. The dude I just talked to from the foundation company was like, my garage floor has been cracked for 30 years. He was like, that's just usually how the concrete settles.
Mm.
But
Can't
when you sit
spackle
down with
over
an
that.
inspector, when you sit down with an inspector and they show you 500 photos, it's fucking overwhelming, dude. You feel like every house is falling apart.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, he showed me a picture and I'm like, dude, I've seen cracks like 3 times the size of that in people's garage floor and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
663.30s breaks I might chase. This is sloping support right here. They're breaking through.
IWM's starting to flush, man. I feel like they kind of want to go south. Q's just bounced off previous close again. I'm with you. I think if they break that,
I want to see QQQ break through 598.80 though too.
yeah, yeah, it bounced off the 50 SMA. But you're right, looks very head and shoulders ish.
Ryan, Mark's the person to talk to. Mark's the OG.
Yeah,
He's the
he's got his
builder.
boots on. That's exactly what the dude was saying. The dude was like, they just pour the concrete on gravel that's not like compacted and it just settles and get a little crack here and there.
Makes sense. But the main issue is, will your lender give you the money if it doesn't pass? That's where the issue comes into play.
Yeah, I'm sure ours will be fine. My lender's a close personal friend and he's working on a blanket loan for us where we don't have to sell our current house and we can get into the new house. Once our current house sells, like it'll just kind of flip flop our mortgage and put 20% down on our house.
Nice.
So as
It's
long as our house
no
sells like
contingency. Yeah.
yeah, as long as our house sells like in a decently quick time, it'll be
Yeah.
very profitable.
That's what we're starting to look at places too, because I want to move in January, head somewhere else. And it's a fucking headache, man.
Yeah, it is, dude. This is gonna be my second house in 2 years.
But I'm probably gonna just rent again. I like renting because I like traveling around. I don't like getting locked.
Yeah.
Maybe once we have kids and shit, it'll change. But
Once I purchase this house, I'm gonna start looking at like renting other houses out. Probably
QQQ's looking like they're gonna break out.
I might try to get a place in Florida.
Yeah, you should.
I'll say that I'm living there 50% of the year and not have to pay income tax.
Yep. Oh, we just went up to that Vermont property, dude. It's fucking amazing. It's just a different lifestyle of living up there, though.
Yeah.
I don't have a Target fucking 10 minutes down the road for me. I gotta drive an hour, you know? Everything's at the top. QQQ's looking like they want to break out. I don't really want to chase along here, but it's looking bullish. If they do run, we have less than $1 for them to go. 664.20s. I'm just gonna be patient. Took 2 trades today. I'm up 3,000. So patience.
I am very, very heavy sized into this.
You're still in longs, Ron G.
Yeah.
Me? No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm still holding. We're validating yesterday's value area high, so like as long as buyers are here, it's not going lower.
This is when we start looking at the ratio. Let's see. Still pretty close.
Momentum's slowed though, like there's hardly any market orders either direction right now.
Yeah. QQQ's at the top. SPY's at the top. Let's see what everything else is doing. IWM's fucking wants to go lower. Let's see if
Yeah,
IWM
that
takes
pit,
out pre-market low. This is bounce
Apple,
zone
Amazon,
IWM.
and Nvidia are trying to push right now.
If IWM
Mark,
bounces here, Matt, this is a good area for a breakout to come in on SPY because this is pre-market support. VIX is down.
this YouTube book map that I use is sick because it shows me like market orders across Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla.
Looks like they want to try to push this thing. I'm not gonna ride a breakout though. I don't trust chasing this up here.
I think it's gonna go too, but it's a lot easier for me to hold from like literally the floor.
This is bounce zone IWM, Mark. If they lose VWAP and pre-market demand here, then you'll have a nice fucking move down, but just keep that in mind. This is where they can bounce. QQQ, SPY, everything's at the tippity top. It's crazy, dude. Like last week when we have FOMC and VIX is up and IV's up, we get like these crazy charts, and now it's just like blah. It's like buyers and sellers don't want to participate. Some background music in here. Oh, fuck, you guys are all sleeping? Anybody making money today, or you guys drooling on your keyboards? Besides Ryan and Joey and Mark and Shannon. Let's go, Joey. Adeletto, nice. Nice job, man. It's all right, it's Monday. We'll just take it nice and slow. $80? That's dinner. You lost a lot last week. Yeah. Do you want to talk about it, Chris? Is there anything I can help you with? Let's go, Shannon. Nice job. Nice job, kid. I don't like anything here because we're just at the tippity top, previous close. I can imagine every single bear is trying to short this, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have a breakout candle. So I don't really want to step in front of this. I don't want to chase a long, so I'm just waiting. FOMC bet. Yeah. FOMC's tough, man. FOMC trading is very tough because of the IV and how expensive contracts are. Once the Super Bowl's over and they start crushing, those contracts went from 40% to 15%. So do the math on that. If you had a $3 contract, they were under $1 towards the end of the day. There's the breakout. Bears are getting treatment now, as expected. I didn't go with them. I wish I did. 664.20s is next area. Let's see if we do some damage there or not. Thursday and Friday entries were bad. Just trying to Be delivered today. Had a 5-day winning streak before my bad bet, so trying to get back. That's fine, dude. Just take your time. Build your confidence up, hit a couple base hits, and then just shut it off. That's how you dig yourself back. Don't look for don't look for trying to make back what you lost in one day in one trade. Just base hits, build your account back, whatever you lost, and then also boost your confidence up a little bit. Dude, there's been times where I've had like over a month of just a rut where I felt like every single day I was just losing. It happens. And then your mind starts messing with you too.
For a month straight, you were red and you continued?
Of course.
That's
Goes it comes in waves, dude. It comes when the market
Ryan.
conditions
You
change.
need a fucking medal, bro, for your fucking nerves. That's amazing.
I'm giving D some time off. He covered my ass last week. And plus it's a Jewish whatever, the Jewish new holiday, New Year. What do you typically like, Chris? Do you like same day contracts? Do you like going out a little bit further? What's your bread and butter most days? 0 day SPY. Yeah. So if you can identify cycles, man, you just 1 to 2 candles. Just try to keep it simple. Look for supply, look for demand, wait for a cycle to come in, and entry is key. That's it. Like right now, if I was looking for a trade, I'd say if sellers start stepping up here, we didn't retest this area that we broke out of. We didn't retest 663.70s. So once I see sellers start showing up and we get 1 or 2 candles, selling pressure candles, you can target our breakout area at 663.70. I just have this thing, man, where like buying puts at low a day or going calls at high a day is just dangerous risk to reward. Because if you do get trapped, you're just gonna be adding to infinity, you know?
Yeah, we're outside the Bollinger Bands on the 15 minute. It looks like we should start selling down to me.
I want to get a retest of previous close. Structure is bullish. Everything's bullish. Intraday. I mean, we need to be below 663.30 for bears to really step in. And QQQ needs to be below 598.80s. Nice job, Oleg. I've been watching you in the profit section, dude. You've been crushing it. Keeping it simple, Chris, is the best way to actually start out. You don't want to cloud your vision with all these different indicators and EMA lines. What you need to focus on is just supply and demand, buyers and sellers, and just learn price action. And that just comes to just spending time watching charts move. You know, you'll start to identify what it looks like before they break out or before they trap. And then you can kind of give your best estimate or guess on what's going to happen next. Like a lot of times you'll see false breakouts where a big candle shoots out, everybody stops out, and then you'll see a wick above, and then they come back and crush and smoke right through demand. Things like that. It just takes time just from watching charts to learn.
Here's
We're
this
making a
real
bull
close.
flag right now, so I'm not gonna try to short this. If this bull flag breaks down, I want to see maybe a move to previous close. Maybe I'll chase, but bull flag's still intact. QQQ's looking bullish.
That pullback on Qs was at their overnight high, but their overnight high and Friday's high is like 5 cents apart from what I'm seeing.
We've had a crazy divergence between the SPY and QQQ the last week, but it could be like FOMC just shaking everything up too, you know? Same thing with ES. Let's see if the put side's growing now. Not really. I want to see this bull flag break down and maybe chase a short to previous close. So 663.90s gets taken out. I might chase 660, not 664, 665 puts to previous close if they break down. Right now, we still have a bull flag that's intact. What's all-time high? How far are we from all-time high? 665.11 is pre-market all-time high. We're $1 away from all-time high. Potential vacuum mode.
Yo, let's go. I'm still in this.
Nice. It looks like it's gonna go, man. Just wondering if Q's is gonna bounce off their highs or push through it. It definitely looks like it wants to go.
NQ's already new high.
Is it?
Yeah, they're pushing. Bull flag's still intact. You can go vacuum mode now. Damn, dude, what were my calls that I got in this morning? It's gonna
Bro,
make me.
those are probably
This is gonna make me
skyrocket.
depressed. 662 calls. I had at $1.07. What are they now? 240. Oh well. Once all the bears give up, that's when I'm gonna start looking for a short. If I see the put to call ratio grow on the put side and bears continue to step in, then there's a good chance that we'll just continue in this direction. This is that slow, very little cycle squeeze.
Yup, like that was the move of the day. Now they're just gonna just slowly keep going.
Yep. Or they can go sideways and just annihilate everybody.
Yeah, like fresh bulls from here will not get paid.
Tesla trade at 83%. Great job, dude. What did you do? You just went long?
Long?
You went calls? Oh yeah. That thing's up $10. Is it same days? Let me look at Tesla.
Friday's up 83%. Damn, imagine the same days.
Tesla. Let's look at the 5 minute Tesla price target. This thing is a fucking rocket. I mean, dude, you have some nice sloping support from Monday. Look at this. When did you purchase, Adeline? You purchased at open today? Previous high was 433.43. Then we got some stair steps up. I don't know if you want to set a stop or not, but I'd say first danger zone is below 441.50. Second danger zone is below VWAP at 435.90. And then 443.43 is previous all-time high.
Nice. Good trade.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I don't really have a trade here, guys. It's just if we're gonna just fucking stair step up slowly like this, it's too dangerous to just blindly jump in puts because we're bullish, and I don't know how much further this is gonna continue north. So risk to reward to go long at the tippity top, less than $1 away from all-time highs is also dangerous. So gotta wait for some cycles.
Yeah, I'm bringing my stop profit up really, really close, and if this doesn't make a new high, I'm taking it.
QQQ's looking like they're just doing a short squeeze algo right now.
Anyone scalping on the way up?
No, the risk to reward's not good to jump in a long here. That's
Mm,
the dangerous part because if they do
I
hit the
hear you.
gas, if they do come and break down, we got a small bounce zone at 663.90s and then 663.70s was never retested. Previous close, actually 663.76, where we broke out of our channel from today, where we made a little cup and handle. That was never retested.
I mean, on these pullbacks to the 9, I feel like a call scout might be fine if it's a super tight stop. But I'm with you, man. I feel like it's gonna fucking turn around.
I know how my luck is, Matt, and if I tried to chase a call into this bullish momentum at the top, the biggest red candle of the
Death
history of
warrant.
the stock market will come in.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm up 3,000. I took two decent trades. I'm waiting for another cycle. There's no cycles. It's right now it's
So
just bullish.
Q's above Friday's
They'll do
highs
this to you,
finally.
Ryan.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yep.
bought dump it. Yep. So for me, I need cycles. I need cycles to trade. I don't see cycles right now. I just see bullishness.
All right, I got my limit order in to sell if it ticks up once.
We're almost at Friday's highs.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell a little bit before in case it reverses before it gets there.
Either that or they clean out Friday's highs and they'll do some chop here and then take another leg north.
You know, it's weird when you see red Qs, red on SPY, pull back on the SPY calls, the puts are still going down.
Say that again?
There was I mean, it's turned to green now, but it was red for like the last, I don't know, 30, 20 seconds or so. And there was pullback on the SPY calls, but the SPY puts were still continuing to go down. Right?
Yeah,
I guess it's a wall of green, right? So it
yeah,
takes
it's
a bit
it's
more.
climb it's
Yeah,
climbing the wall of worry right now.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, so is the MACD showing bullish divergence where the high in the MACD is back on the 1029 candle, but it's gone higher, but the MACD hasn't gone higher? Am I saying that right? That's bullish divergence.
MACD, MACD, we had a bullish divergence at 10:15 on the MACD from 10:15 to 9:55. Use this indicator, Matt, on TradingView.
Which one?
It's FTA log MACD, and it maps out your bullish and bearish divergences for you.
All right, I'm out.
Do you see on my screen? I don't know if you're looking at my screen, but
Here, I can pull it
you,
up. Which
nice
one?
trade, Ryan. Right here at the bottom, MACD. See, it maps out
Oh,
the
that's the one.
divergences.
That's the one I use. I just don't think I know what I'm talking about when I say bullish and bearish divergence.
So they'll still pop up, but you have to actually look for confirmation, right?
I thought that, and I might have just misheard. I thought that someone said the other day that, like when the MACD shows a lower high, but the charts show a higher high, that means something.
Correct. And if the MACD shows a lower low, but price is making a lower high, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at the divergence between price and what the MACD and divergences,
Yeah, that's what I'm
MACD
saying. Though,
higher
like
highs,
on the
higher lows,
MACD, you see how it's got that little hump at 10:30, and then it's the
1030.
charts have gone up since then, but the MACD was going down since then. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
See how we have a small bearish divergence here? It's a lag.
Yeah.
It's also lagging too. You have to realize it's a lagging indicator. It's a
Mhm.
forward-looking indicator. You're not going to have real time because you need to wait for confirmation of the divergence. You have to see where price closes, depending on what cycle you're looking at. This is just a straight squeeze now.
We bounced off yesterday's highs, but I mean, I think we'll push through it. Q's push through it.
This is where they step on the gas and go vacuum mode, in my opinion. I wouldn't short anything above this now because every single person that's holding puts this was their last hope that they were going to reverse here, and this is where they take a big move north. If we get a pullback to like 664.20s and bounce fast, like a rubber band bounce, almost like a fake out candle, I might go long, but dangerous. Thank you, Chris.
These pullbacks have been minimal. One red candle, then back north.
Yeah, this is an algo from 1027 to where we are now is just a buying algo.
Shit, dude, I might just be done for the week.
Your crush on that move?
For the week,
Did you have all 5 of your accounts doing that move?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
oh, that's beautiful.
So you did like 15 total contracts, bottom to top. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to take my $50 in Top Step serious this time because I fucking blew up like 3 or 4 times. Just not pretending like it was monopoly money.
Let's go,
I was like,
Ryan.
well, I am losing money.
Let's fucking go, dude. Nice job. You want to know when you take it serious, Matt, is when you actually get a payout. That's when you start treating it serious.
Well, that's the thing is I kept putting $50 in and then not taking it serious, and I'm like, dude, I know I'm not losing $2,000, but I'm still losing money. Like, so I should either
Yeah.
not do it or take it serious. So yeah, now I'm trying to take it serious, but now I'm trying not to tell myself hurry up, get to 1,500. Just trying to take one good trade at a time. But with 3 contracts, I feel like it takes forever if you're just getting 1 or 2 candles.
In this type
But
of
it's like,
price action, yeah, you have to hold
The
for a
thing
bigger move.
the thing I like to do is so set up your trade idea. When it starts going in your direction, just put like a 1 or 2 tick profit stop. So like at the very least, you just make a little tiny bit, and then that makes you a lot more comfortable to hold for a longer win.
We're
Like with
gonna go
futures,
vacuum
there's no
mode.
decay. So it's like it's nice.
We're about to go vacuum mode right now.
so when you say take a small profit, are you saying like take one of the contracts off and then let the
No, no,
rest
no.
the
Like
rest run?
so let's say your entry's right here at 67.32 and the market
Mhm.
shoots up to 67.35. Put a stop loss in at 67.32 25 or 67, 32, 50.
I see what you're saying.
That way,
Just
if
do
the
a
trade
trailing stop
turns,
loss.
yeah, so but don't
You're
actually
still
trail it. Literally just put one in right there. And
you're
then,
still
so if
picking
the
up some
trade turns around
crumbs.
and you're wrong, you pick up crumbs instead of losing money. When you
Gotcha.
know you're when you know you're gonna win no matter what, it's a lot easier to just hold. Obviously, like if you want to take profit and it's hitting like certain levels and whatnot, like just take profit. That's fine too. But like this year, I feel like my trading has changed completely because I look at the 15-minute chart, and once like the 15-minute chart reverses and it's gone, I put in a profit stop at a certain spot where it's like, okay, yeah, I make 1,000 on the day no matter what. Then I can walk away and just not even look at it. Like how I just came back and I was like, oh shit, I'm still in this. Let's go.
Oh, nice. How do you do a stop loss on Top Step?
Right
You
click
use a
on the
super
opposite
dom.
side of your trade on the super dom. So like if you're long, you right click on the sell side, like the ask side. Or what
Gotcha.
you can do is on the chart, you can like
Oh yeah, you
drag
can right
the
click on the
square.
chart. It's
You can,
when I
yeah, you
right
can
click.
right click on the chart too, but you know where you see where your entry is? Like say you were short right here, you just drag it up a tiny bit, and then it'll put a stop loss in for you.
Oh, like where it's showing my entry, I can just drag that.
Yeah, you can drag that like if you drag it against your entry, it'll put a stop in for you.
Gotcha.
I got 665 puts on my screen. I'm not in yet. See a little bit of
It
weakness
seems
coming in on the Qs. We haven't
it
pulled
seems
back and
like the play.
retested
Yeah.
anything. We
Yeah.
haven't
Is am I
retested
right in
anything.
saying is the all time highs on SPY 664.88 like we just now almost hit it?
All time highs. So we have pre-market all-time highs if you want to count that at 665.11. Intraday session all-time highs 664.89.
Gotcha. So we're like wedging right between yesterday's highs and all
And
time highs.
this is where they can go fucking vacuum mode, man, and launch this thing like a dollar north. So just be mindful. I'm gonna be very, very cautious entering a short up here. I'm not in anything yet. Just I have them on my screen in case, but they're getting buried. 665s are getting buried, so I'll probably switch to
Yeah,
666.
I would wait. You gotta like, dude, every single trader right now is like, it's at all
Shorting
time
this.
highs. I gotta go short.
Yeah. You know how many times we've seen freaking dollar vacuum mode and then they just continue this bullish bullshit squeeze, you know? It's like shoulda, woulda,
Like
coulda. I
that.
wish I could have stayed in my calls from this morning, but I don't see an entry here, so I'm not gonna push it.
It's also that saying that the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. Like, should we pull back? Yeah. But are you gonna go broke before it pulls back? Possibly.
Yeah.
I think we spent
Yeah,
most
the
of Friday
pullback.
trying to do that,
What'd you say?
right? We spent most of Friday trying to do that,
Yeah. But that it's
right?
we had a lot of variables last week though. We had FOMC shaking up the whole market, so we got Powell on Wednesday this week too. Wednesday or tomorrow?
What's
I think it
Wednesday?
was Wednesday. Hold on, let me check again. Uh, Powell's tomorrow. We got flash service and manufacturing PMI at 9:45, Richmond manufacturing index at 10, and then Powell speaking at 12:35. So tomorrow's going to be disgusting.
Well, it's less liquidity tomorrow, right? It's a holiday.
Tomorrow it's going to be same situation where contracts are going to open up inflated. IV is going to be up because he's going to be speaking, and we're going to
All
be
right.
at the tippity top most likely. And I don't know, man. Everybody just if you just zoom out and look at this, if you're a brand new retailer, and you had the freshest eyes, you wouldn't really be buying longs up here. I would imagine that you'd
Uh,
want to be shorting until they just
fresh
get you
eyes,
until they
I
get you
would
so
think
convinced.
660 to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a turning point when they get all the bears so exhausted where they just go up. All right, fuck it, it's bullish. I'll go long, and then that's when they pull it.
The good old market makers.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah, I
like to
would
hear
see.
Dimitri in a day like today, right?
Well, he swung puts, so I don't know.
Maybe not.
Today's a good
Maybe
day to
not.
not be
Adding,
a bear.
Yeah.
I get crushed being a bear, man. I think I'm going perma bull until the market actually pulls back.
Dude, I don't know.
I
You
just
gotta just figure
don't
out what
perma
works for
anything.
you.
Just
Yeah.
yeah, just find the
Don't
cycle.
permit.
I would just say
I'm just
find
saying
this.
when it's macro, I tend to get what it is I love those days where we dump, pull back, dump some more, pull back, dump some more. But I'll think it's that day when it's not, and I think I'm buying a pullback, and I'm really buying almost at the bottom puts, and that's where I really fucking get hammered, and that's just
Yeah,
Yeah.
happened a
put
I
it
couple of
this way,
times.
dude. For the last couple months, anytime we've had more than two red days in a row, it was followed by a big, disgusting trend bounce day or a gap up. So
you
not
know what I'd tell
necessarily
you to look
options,
at?
but if you can find some serious selling pressure on a macro time frame for 2 or 3 days and you're looking it's lining up with a good bounce zone, it's pretty much a guaranteed SPXL position. Historically, in the last few months it's worked.
If I'm gonna be biased, I like to look at my bias on the weekly or monthly time frame. It was like Ryan said, like,
Right.
dude, look at the last since April when we put in a reversal. And then I
Oh, that's what
think,
I'm saying.
like, dude,
It's like
every
you're
time the market comes down, it gets bought up viciously
right.
until we switch
That's
and flip flop. Like, if you look from January to April, beautiful time to short every top.
Oh, that time's coming. I mean, it's inevitable that we're going to have a pullback and then it's just going to keep going. Like,
Yeah, we don't need to catch the top. Just
yeah.
wait.
I think every person on YouTube has been talking about how shitty of a month September is. And I feel like it's why they just keep going to new all time highs. It's like
Yeah, the
they
market
hear,
makers are like, fuck you guys.
yeah, they're like, all right,
Thanks for the
every
short
fucking
money.
retailer is listening to these gurus saying it's going down. We're just going to keep pushing it up.
The biggest red flag, dude, for me was JP Morgan pushing out the bearish agenda. I posted that in
Yeah.
here. When I see big institutions fucking pushing shit out like that, you already know which direction that they're going to go in. If they're going to say, "Oh, the quarter point could initiate a market crash, quarter point cut,"
Yeah, meanwhile, behind
you
closed
read that
doors,
news
they're like,
headline,
we're long.
you're going to be selling you're going to be selling and you're going to be looking for short entries and you got clobbered.
Feel the same way about Kramer from Mad Money. Whenever he starts
Yeah.
pushing an agenda, I'm like, bro, this guy's trying to fuck us.
There's a
Yeah,
reverse index on him.
he probably gets
Kramer
paid.
index.
He probably gets paid from the banks.
Sure.
Have y'all seen that
Should
John Stewart interview with him?
Making
He
another
got
bull
called out
flag.
for the hot
No,
mic.
no, he got
No,
called
I
out.
haven't
He had a
yet.
hot mic.
Well, he got caught on a hot mic talking about how he had fucked people in the past because he was talking about, oh, it's easy. You go tell Yahoo News, you pay him $1 million, they post an article against this stock, and then you short the stock. And he got caught on a hot mic. So then he went on the Daily Show, and Jon Stewart like called him out. It was
Oh
very fun
shit!
and very cringeworthy.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, he was like, so you're sitting here telling like ordinary people to do this, and then you're betting and
And you're
paying them for it to go
capitalizing
the
off
opposite
of it.
direction. Yeah, that is crook.
It's not as bad as politics, though, dude. The politicians like Pelosi and all
Oh
those
yeah.
money. I mean, it doesn't get any more clear than cut and dry what their salary is versus what their portfolio looks like. They're on a GS
Yeah.
scale government salary and their fucking brokerages are 20, 30, $40 million. It doesn't add up there.
Yeah, there's definitely like clear insider trading in DC than there is Wall Street.
Oh, 100%.
Like, hey, I just pushed for us to have this government contract, so I'm going to go put $1 million in that stock before everybody finds out about it.
Well, look at Pelosi's husband, what he did earlier this year when they found out that the Visa was going to get smacked with the antitrust lawsuit, and he
Mhm.
sold like hundreds of thousands of shares of Visa. He was a holder of Visa, heavy holder of Visa. And the day before the Congress had their hearing for the antitrust lawsuit, so that wasn't even public information yet.
He's just a really good trader, dude.
Yeah, it's just better than Buffett.
Yeah, we're creating bull flags at the top still. Bull flag just validated.
Has anybody played with that app that lets you just follow those guys' portfolios? Is the app loving?
No, because I don't even know if that's accurate information because it could be opposite.
Uh, I think
It
you
could
can just like
it
take
could be
all the
like a
trades that like
it could be like a dark
Pelosi and
pool.
Michael Burry.
It could be like a
Yeah,
dark pool order, you know? Like you could see $10 million coming in on Nvidia, but you don't know if she's selling puts or buying naked puts, you know?
yeah, I would be scared of letting a third party control my portfolio. Period.
I would love that, dude. Just one bit, one little piece of insider information, and we can all just full port our accounts, give it a couple
The
days
thing
to
is, if
breathe.
it starts working too well, they're just going to find a way to go against it. So if everyone was just
Yeah,
following Pelosi's trades, then someone would come give her a giant bag of money to make bad trades. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
They're just going to rig it if it becomes
You're
too
starting to get that
successful.
market maker mindset now.
Hey, has anyone ever lived in Nashville? I'm thinking of going down there for a couple of months with my daughter.
I didn't live in Nashville. I was in New Smyrna. I
Oh
was down
yeah,
there.
it's east of that, right?
I was down there for a military school years and years and years ago. But we went to Nashville all the time. It was freaking great.
That was a
Yeah,
Franklin,
small
I,
place
Tennessee
in
is
Northport.
supposedly really nice. There you go, Cherie. You're from Tennessee.
Yo, she killed it today, by the way.
Nice.
Didn't even look at the profit loss.
But she
Oh
made
yeah, 900 bucks.
staying
I feel like
super
Shree kills it
consistent
every
right
day.
around 1,000. Fucking amazing.
Here we go. This might be vacuum.
uh,
Let's see if they really crank this sucker up. Man, dude. I
IWM
wish
just
I
posted
held
a
onto
new.
my calls, dude.
My
Might be
Yeah, but
vacuum
XPXS
though.
position is definitely vacuum right now.
Oh,
Brian G, I think you got it down, bro. Being that there's no decay on futures, I feel like just finding out the direction, taking an early trade, and then just letting it run is the way to do it.
I was in my trade pre-market.
Norville,
We
we're all holding puts, Norville.
So did you hold through
I'm just
the
kidding.
941 pullback, 940 pullback? You stayed in.
1 minute. Let me see.
I mean, it basically just pulled back to that chop level, that pre-market chop level. Tapped in, then went north.
That was the only
I
thing that would
got
have
in my
spooked me out.
trade at 8:33, 8:34 pretty much. 8:33, 59 seconds.
why? What prompted you?
We were on the floor. ES is 6,700 is like a pretty psych level. And if you look back left, we consolidated there a bunch. Like, what's the 18th? Is that Thursday? We had some
Yeah.
like consolidation chop there. The 19th, Friday, all day, a little bit below that. We came back and retested it overnight. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. Let me see what time these candles are. 3:15, 3:30 we bounced, came back and made a higher low at 5 a.m. Came back and tested again. The 8 o'clock 15-minute candle tried to sell off and couldn't break it.
Huh.
And
Yeah,
the
good eye.
8:30 candle, when I saw that it was starting to go up, I was like, I'm just gonna get in here, and if we
Yeah.
hold above, I was looking at holding above that previous low at 3:15 a.m. That would have been around my stop, like a couple points below that.
Is the 15-minute usually the time frame that you like to focus on?
That's where I like to watch for heavy reversals, where like as soon as we broke above the 8 a.m. 15-minute candle, I was looking for the high of the 6:15 candle, then the high of the 4:45 a.m. candle. And like as we break those, we're squeezing out all of those shorts.
Yeah, 7 a.m. was a big candle and it didn't get through that floor. Makes sense. It's kind of a wedge after 3:15.
Yep, exactly.
Kind of
So,
formed a
we
good
formed
wedge
we
and then
formed
took
that
off.
wedge. We were down there on the floor. I was like, fuck it, I'll try a long on the floor, and guess what? It paid huge.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's also this line on the 15-minute. Yes. Also, here, I'll just post it in the chat. Right. Look at that. It's on a 15-minute ES.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
No kid. That's the
Well, that's what
futures.
happened. That's what happened Friday is on the 15-minute we had a perfect wedge channel. The second it broke out, that's when it took off. I walked away and missed it too.
Nice trade.
Let's see if they
I
break
was
this
up.
here.
I was up making stupid calls and stuff for my house that I'm trying to do.
This is bounce zone
And
here. See if they break this.
when I'm sitting in
Oh
my
yeah.
office, I always just pull the charts up anyways. I have my trading view open on one of my screens at all times anyway. So I was like, you know what? This is a floor. Let's just get in.
QQQ's at demand. This is bounce zone. SPY bounce zone. If they
Probably
break
gonna
this
see.
here and try to flush this out, I could potentially see them trying to run to the 50, 664.44.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't
This has
think
been
the
the Lux
time.
algo, right?
I don't think.
That Lux algo highlighting thing. Is that what you mean?
No, the 50 EMA on the 1 minute,
Oh,
664. I use my EMAs as price targets a lot of the time. So like if I'm in
Gonna
a
check
trade,
that.
I'll look for the closest EMA or demand zone for a price target. But right now this is bounce zone for QQQ. See if they bounce here. Demand SPY, potential demand here. I like to
do
see
you
a
pay
bounce and a
attention?
rejection and then potential to get in for an entry. If you want to chase, you got to let them go first and go fast.
Hmm. This Lux algo highlighting thing. Do you pay attention to that, or is
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
good?
I love it.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
maps out buyers and sellers, you know,
Um,
known buyers and sellers based off the chart, what you're seeing. Like right here, we have a little blue shaded box here. This is potential demand. If we break through this, then we're going to get a red box above where supply is, how QQQ's chart is.
oh yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
It is Smart Money Concepts, Lux Algo, Smart Money Concepts. And then
Do you
here,
modify it at all?
I'm not sure. I'll just screenshot it. And there's a lot of settings. You guys could play around with it and even watch some YouTube videos on it, but I don't think I adjusted anything on it. Let me upload them. I like it. Like QQQ Spy. If you start seeing both of them lining up at a demand zone or a supply zone and they're finding support or it's resistance, it's pretty nice to use. But
I
everything's
use
got to
them today
all
too.
your stars have to align with pretty much with all your indicators, Mr. X. Like can't just rely on one. You got to have multiple forms of conviction.
Oh yeah, I get it. It's just another piece of information.
Still demand here. I'm going to drag this down a little bit to 664.80s. 665.11 was our previous all-time high, correct? Yeah, from pre-market. QQQ still found demand. I don't
Take
see
another
them. I don't see them
scalp.
rugging this. I don't see them rugging this because all the bears are trapped. The time's not right.
I mean,
If we stay
if we
if we
validate
stay
yesterday's
elevated up
high,
here, yeah, if we stay elevated up here, we're just gonna have we're gonna go sideways through lunch at the top.
I'm trying another scalp call.
The indicator that labeled divergences is log MACD. Hold on, let me type it in over here. This one. Hold on one second. It's this one.
got that golden star next to it.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Dude, I
Buyers are
can't believe
still here,
Promax
man.
isn't coming in until October, whatever.
What'd you say?
I can't believe your Pro Max isn't coming in forever.
Oh, dude, my air said October 9th, and then I went on this Apple store, like the store app, and they must have got a shipment because it said available for pickup at West Palm. So I canceled my pre-order that was getting shipped, and then I reordered it for West Palm pickup and put in my time, and then they hold it for you.
Nice. Did you
I
pre-order
did,
like through Apple or something?
yeah, right on the Apple, like the store app
Yeah,
on
okay.
Apple. I didn't do
Yeah.
it through my carrier just
You
because
have
I
Verizon?
got. No, I have T-Mobile, but I got fucked on my carrier deal like 2 years ago because I was on the military plan and I didn't read the fine print, and it was like, oh yeah, we'll give you $1,000 for a trade-in, but you got to switch to the most expensive Go
Hmm.
5G Plus plan that was like double the cost of my current plan. So if you did the
You guys
math
weren't
out,
with
it was
the right
like the
rep.
phone to finance was like $26 a month, but I ended up paying like $80 more for my fucking phone plan. So
Yeah.
so that's why I just do it straight through Apple. Just yeah, it is what it is. It's
Yeah,
easier.
those
And then if you have an
promos are,
issue, you could just bring it right to Apple.
yeah, for sure. Those promos are like they always say up to, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it depends on the plan you're on.
I
Sometimes
got
like it depends on
666 puts on my screen. Sorry for cutting you off. I'm just looking
you're good.
at QQQ demand here. If they crack this, I might chase.
They're trying to go below the floor right now.
I'm gonna wait for them to try to crack it. If they crack it, I'm jumping in. 666.
It just depends on the
I'm
month too,
in.
because some of the carriers put out
666. Let's see if they
Hmm.
bounce
the
this.
cheapest plan at the same.
Let's see if they fake me out and bounce off of this sucker, or they take the floor and head to the 50. My price target's going to be the 50 on the 1 minute if they do it. QQQ's already at the 50. Expect a potential rubber band bounce where they put in a nice red candle and it'll be a fast bounce. So I'm going to just try
Yeah.
to take it quick. $1.38 average, right at $1.46.
ES is still validating yesterday's highs. It's like right at it.
My risk to reward on this isn't good because we can go all the way back to 665.11. So if I see a big candle come in, I'll probably just jump out and I could re-enter. 665.11 is the best area. This
Market
is still
buyers are pretty
demand.
quiet.
Still demand here. Give me one little push, Joyce. It's the 50. QQQ's breaking through the 50. Should have room here. I got 10 cents. You know what? I'm gonna trim some while I still have some profit on this. just in case I don't want to get smoked on this, so I'm just gonna hold 50 to see if I get this move or not. I don't want to hold 100 on demand here, hoping that they break demand. If they were gonna do it, they would have did it fast.
Yep. What was that plus that was there that disappeared?
That is for the clouds. So it's
Oh,
confirmation with the clouds. If the clouds start rolling over, you'll get an indicator. See how QQQ has it.
Market
It's
buyers across the board getting a little more aggressive.
Ichimoku clouds. There's indicators built into the Ichimoku clouds. They're like EMAs, Mr. X. And there's like the Teiko San. Let me see. I'm going to botch these names up like crazy. Hold on.
yeah, yeah. I was reading up on it yesterday. That's right, part of the cloud.
The Tenkan and the Kinjun, whatever. When one of those crosses, that's when I start getting indicators. So basically, when one crosses the other, it signals bearish conditions. When one crosses above it, it signals bullish conditions, and that's when those little crosses come in. So down here, we should have got a green one somewhere on the chart, right here. So basically, at 9 o'clock this morning, there hasn't been a reason to get out of calls based off of the cloud conditions.
Wow. Okay.
That's just based off the cloud conditions, though. I'm still holding 50 and see if we take this floor out or not. I don't like the demand here. It's hard to trust, but if they do, I'd like to see them try to push to 664 60s. That's where I'll sell. If they stay under 665.11, I might add back to full size. We'll see if a lot of power comes in and it looks like they're going to smoke through, I'll just stop out. I'm at $1.42 average. We're at $1.36. I'm down 275 bucks. We'll see what happens. QQQ is looking bullish, but if they reject this floor on QQQ, I might stay. I want to see QQQ stay under this 620 area. One push to the 50, and then I'll take my profit.
Users
Somebody's got to
struggling to
call
reclaim
Jeff. Yeah,
50 yesterday.
you see this floor here on QQQ, Matt, at
Mhm.
660.20, 660.19. If we reject that, we're going to go lower. If we flip back into this range and stay above it, then I would expect SPY to go back to 665.11. But if we reject this floor on Qs, I want to see a nice little candle south, and then I'll probably jump out. Also don't want to get fucking caught up in this chop either.
Keeps getting
The order
slapped
book's
by the
pretty thick
EMA.
on ES.
Yeah, I'm basically break even here. I might reposition myself.
Yeah, I'm in puts too, but I got a shitty entry.
But yeah, I'm dead nuts even here because I went to half size position because this is still demand. Until they break it, this is still demand. So if they break it fast and try to do a fake out, I could see like a rubber band candle. But I really want them to go touch the 50. They're at the cloud right now. I got a whopping $100 here.
21 and non-EMA is trying to cross the 50 on the Qs.
Here we go. Come on, give me a little more than that. 10 cents, I'm going to take it. $1.42 average. See if I can get $1.52. QQQ's breaking down. They rejected the floor.
There's a couple little gaps here for NQ to fill and bounce.
Are you going to give me one more, or am I being greedy? As long as we're below this floor, 664.80s, I'm feeling comfortable. But I do expect them to do like one of those rubber band candle bounces with a wick below. I see like an overreaction through the 50, and then I'll just jump out.
I'm gonna see if I can screenshot this order book. It's freaking ridiculous right now.
Was there a lot of buyers here still? because price is not fucking moving.
Dude, I think my son broke my mouse, kinda.
God, my dog's going. Come on, one more push. You gonna do it? MACD's rolling over. Cloud conditions are starting to change. SPY and QQQ broke the floor and both rejected. 664.80s is going to be my stop. If we close back above 664.80s, I'll probably get out of this, break even. QQQ
Probably
wants to
wants to
go
get
lower.
sour. Yeah.
We're not getting any continuation. That's the problem. It's like bears are showing up. It's making me believe that they're going to put in a crazy bounce. I sold.
Yeah,
Took a
the
one.
delta
I
is
took a
dropping
1
and
cent
dropping and
loss.
dropping, but the price is not.
Yeah, I'll reposition myself. I want to see if we flip this 664.80s and try to get back into this little channel here. This channel. Yeah. That's how you do it, Jay. Just stop out if you're wrong and then we'll reposition. We'll look for a better entry. QQQ still looks weak. I want him to go up a little bit higher and probably jump back in as long as QQQ doesn't bounce.
Wait till this sloping resistance touches again, at least. Like a
Yeah,
tiny little.
665 area. If QQQ bounces and reclaims 619, then we're going to just stay here through lunchtime. Just hate buying calls at the top, though. A little bit higher.
Oh yeah, come on.
You got in longs?
Long. Yeah, trying to scalp. Got a little
I'm gonna
scary there
try.
for a second.
I'm gonna try the top of this channel here. 666 puts. I'm back in. I'll give it to 665.11. That's my ultimate stop. I'm just trying to get a better average here. As long as QQQ stays below this floor. If they flip this floor on QQQ, then that's confirmation to get the fuck out of it. Same thing with SPY above 665.11.
I'm out. Too early.
Still sellers on the Qs. This might be a good play. Fake bounce and then break the floor with power potential. MACD just filled up the gas though.
I feel like they usually go way faster if it is a trap.
It's not hard to trap these bulls though, because we're at the
Oh yeah.
top. And bears are
True.
essentially steamrolled. So I have a dollar
I feel like
24 average. We're at a $1.22. This is my stop. If they flip this 665.11 and QQQ flips 620, we're gonna make a new high. If they reject
I
here,
feel like
there's
if they
potential
do
we go
go
back to
down,
the
it's just
floor.
gonna go super slow. Where's PCP on spot?
PCP's way down there,
Yeah.
663.70. We didn't even
I don't
retest anything down
I
there.
don't even think it'll go to yesterday's highs if it goes down. Like it'll slow march the rest of the entire day back to yesterday's highs if it goes down.
Hughes is back to the floor. Let's see if they flip. If they flip, I'm stopping out. I'm down 4 cents.
Because SPY's only had 0.2%. They have plenty of room to go north if they want
I
to do
just
it.
doubled. I love that fucking candle right there. 664.80s. That's where I'm going to take my ad off at that previous
What
bounce
contract?
zone. I have 666 puts, $1.24 average. I don't like QQQ back above this floor though.
It's pushing above the 50 SMA.
QQQ's got to reject this floor here for me to have some confidence. I have 800 bucks in profit here on 200 contracts. I might just take that 100 back off. As much as I want a bigger move, I just don't think it's going to happen right now. We had a short squeeze and now we're consolidating up here. I took the 100 off. My average is 123. We're at 128. I don't like QQQ. QQQ is above this floor.
Sorry, looking at the saying your 0-day 666 puts, there's only like 911 open interest. Is that still liquid enough?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Same days open interest. You'll always get filled on same days.
Because the difference is like a couple of thousand on the 665 versus the 660. I
Yeah.
just thought it's better to go with more liquid.
I'm not trading enough size to have an issue about getting filled for 50, 100 contracts on SPY.
Mhm.
Price target's about to hit 664.80s. I'm being a little greedy on this, but it looks like this is going to be our potential chop zone here. So I'm just trying to play the top and bottom of this box. I tried to short when the box broke, but we flipped back above. That's why I stopped out.
So
QQQ, QQQ's channel. This is QQQ's channel. So if we stay above this floor, I'm going to be looking to get out of my puts. If we get back below this floor and reject this floor, I'll feel more comfortable staying in my puts. There we go. I got 13 cents here. It's probably exit zone. I don't like how bright this is.
when you have a moment, could we talk about that month where things weren't going well for you?
Yeah,
Is that's a hard, like, sometimes the hardest thing about this is the psychology more than
right.
anything else. To get back in that chair every day, I mean, you must have dreaded it at some point.
Yeah, yeah. There's a point in time where I was just waking up and just, oh, I wonder how much money I'm going to lose today. But that's what it does to you. Your confidence just gets freaking shredded. I'm going to take my profit here. This is bounce zone. Your confidence gets shredded. You have zero confidence because you're losing. And a way to fix that, a way I fixed it was I went back to trading 25 contracts and I was just doing base hits off of 25 contracts. It's the problem is you get to the point where you lose so much. When you start winning, it doesn't feel like it's enough. And when you get into that mindset, it's a very dangerous mindset to be in because you're emotional.
Because base hits is not enough, or just overall?
So say for every day last week I took a $5,000 loss. Every single trade was 5,000 bucks, 5,000 bucks, 5,000 bucks. And then I sized down, right?
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah,
I start making a couple base hit wins. It still crushes your confidence because you're trying to make up 30 grand and your wins are only a couple hundred bucks. And you just
sure.
get into this emotional psychological warfare with yourself because you're only focused on making your money back to where you were, and it doesn't feel like, even though you had profit on any other day, you'd be like, oh, 800 bucks or 1,000 bucks, I'm happy with it, I'm going to sell. You're not selling because of how much you're down, and that's, I battled with that for over a month just because I was down so much.
Right, climbing out of a hole. Yeah, it's psychologically and monetarily.
Yeah,
But you start questioning everything. No,
correct. Yeah. So the best way to do it to build your confidence back up is just to fucking be okay with the base hits. It's still profit. And sometimes you even have to take it as far as, like, compare it to your job. You work for 40, $50 an hour. If you're making 40 to $50 in a trade in 5 minutes, why aren't you taking it? Why aren't you taking the profit?
I've been in and out of this for a long time, and what you're saying makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense from from that kind of hindsight and experience.
If you can play it as a marathon and have the mindset as a marathon and not looking to make $1 million overnight, that's how people stay consistent and successful. Look what I posted in my section. Here, I'll copy this link and post it. If you can get yourself into that mindset where you're looking at the month and you're not really so focused on, I made $1,000 today, I'm going to lose 500 tomorrow, I'm going to make 1,500 Wednesday. If you can get yourself into a monthly mindset and see where you kind of averaged out that sweet spot, that's kind of where you need to find your max loss. And once you can identify that and respect your rules, you'll still be green. Even if it takes a year, it'll still be green.
So it's really trading instead of gambling.
Correct. Yeah, it has to be systematic.
Systematic business, yeah.
And then once you build your buffer, that's when you can start opening up your risk. Like a lot of the times, like for example, for today, Monday, it's a fresh week. I don't care about last week. I don't care about what I made the last 3 months or 6 months, but today is a fresh week. You start with a fresh mindset. You got to get your first couple green trades out of the way, and that's your buffer. You know, those are the hardest trades to get through. Just creating your buffer.
So what were you referring to in your chat, the off doc chat? Oh,
Yeah.
just what you just posted.
Yep.
That was September 19th. Back on the 19th.
Yeah.
Start thinking one day at a time. Okay.
Yeah. So you gotta try to find your sweet spot. If you're making $1,000 or $500 a day and you're losing 5,000 a day, that's not over time consistently, that your math is not correct.
Well, I did that today, and I'm green. Just doing small, like you said, base hits.
Hmm.
Took me a second for that metaphor, but yeah, it worked out nice. So happy to close out on a green.
Right.
Back tomorrow.
But I'm talking about for the days that it goes south, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like you can't let it go. It's hard to not bring your emotions into it, and it's hard to not double down, and it's you're always going to have that little thing on your ear just saying, oh, if I double down and it just pulls back to here, I'll be break even. If you respect your max loss over time, as you continue your trading journey, you're going to have winning days, you're going to have losing days. It's impossible to not have a losing day. If you respect your profit stops and your losses and max losses, you will be green at the end of the year. You just have to respect it. And the way to find that is averaging out your daily wins and your daily losses and finding your sweet spot. And I wouldn't do more than 2 times your average day. And that over time you'll be green. I promise you that.
But that monthly, all right? I mean, consistent monthly. Was it just at the end you switched to the base hits enough that you could
No,
pull out
well,
like
when I first started trading, I was all over the place. I was swinging, I was fucking playing earnings, I was playing news. I didn't have my edge locked in yet. So I would have very inconsistent days. I would be up 5,000 in one day, I'd only make 400 the next day, or I would lose 10,000 one day. You know what I mean? I was all over the place. There was big winning days, small losing days, big losing days. It's just like a roller coaster with my P&L. If you can try
yeah.
to smooth that line out and just say, hey, I'll let the runners ride if I'm in profit, but you take over the course, you need the data to build your plan. So if you take a month's worth of trading and you average out your losses, your wins, and you find that sweet spot of where, if you take a 2x loss on your average day, you're not going to bury your account. You're not going to lose a week's worth of profit or a month's worth of profit. If you can
Okay.
still try to come out green at the end, even if it's a couple $100, it's still green. And as time builds, as time goes, and you build that buffer, you can start opening up your risk. You know, instead of risking one day, you can risk 2 days of profit, 3 days of profit as you grow. Does that make sense?
No, totally. It's the approach is consistent trading, income, business versus just gambling.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if you really look at it, it's a 50-50 shot when you enter a trade if you're going to make money or lose money. It's how you manage your profits and losses is what keeps you going. Like
I've seen the math on that. Yeah.
anybody that's looking at the chart right now could say, "Okay, I'm in puts," or somebody else could say, "Okay, I'm in calls." It's a 50-50 shot if you're going to make it or lose it. It's how you manage your risk and protect yourself to continue. That's the biggest part. And when you're first starting out, you have this crazy euphoria and you don't pay attention to the losers because in the back of your head you're just waiting for that one candle that's going to make you a bunch of money, you know. And that could you could be stuck in those ruts for a week, you could be stuck in those ruts for a month, you can be indefinitely stuck in those ruts until you have a systematic approach about your trading. Wow, demand's breaking.
That's fast.
Demand's breaking. I'm not chasing this, but volume's coming in. Strong seller volume's coming in. There's nothing to 660 420s right now if they do this. QQQ's gonna find demand at 599.70s though. What's the ratio? It's pretty close. Yeah, Jay, I don't know. Jay, you were in Williams' group. He was a very emotional trader. Very emotional. And I don't want to take anything away from him because you got to give credit where his credit's due. He was a phenomenal charter, and he had a great like market analysis. And a lot of the times his market analysis would be spot on. But if he got into a losing trade, he would just fucking spiral and add and just do so much damage to himself emotionally. And then at that point, you're crushed, you know?
That'd be hard to watch.
Oh yeah, a lot of us in this group have have seen it. It's like it's a show, but you know, it's I guess emotions. You can't. It's hard to teach. It's hard to teach emotions. It's hard to teach how somebody else is feeling when it comes to a dollar. You know, because everybody has their own
Mm,
finances.
baggage.
Everybody's got their own shit going on. Like you could be trying to make money to pay your rent, or you know, or you could be trading with. There was a couple of guys that was in here. I forget his name. Some young kid. He had like a trust fund, and he blew it all up. And he was
Serious?
just
In
like,
this room?
yeah, he was only with us for like a month. I forget his name. Lobo,
I
yeah.
guess
No, it wasn't
it wasn't.
Lobo. Lobo's got some family stuff going on. It was Revelation, yeah.
He didn't listen?
No, he was just young and he had a trust fund and he just fucking smoked it. Like and all he cared about was getting back, you know, the $20,000 that he lost and it was just that was that was how he was playing. He was trading SPX. He was looking for a 1,000% win, and that's not how you last in the market. Yeah, it was like he no, it was, Jay. I want to say he had like 70 or 80,000 before he came to us, and when he came here, he had like 20,000, and then the rest of it he just gambled away.
That's hard.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it happens all the time. It happened to me. I fucking smoked my account twice to zero and had to go back to work. It's just it's a part of it. But a lot of times you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn until you get into that spot of like, fuck, what do I do? You know, tough lessons are sometimes the best lessons. Unfortunately, when it comes to this game, it's just money, but it goes along with any type of job or any industry that you work in. Learning lessons. If you can take it As a learning lesson, yeah. If you ignore it, then you're just going to keep doing the same shit. Yeah, he was intense, kid, but it's okay. I mean, we were all. You got to think about it. If you were 18 or 19 years old and you had some money in your pocket, you have aspirations of being a millionaire trading the stock market because all you do is watch YouTube videos of these kids down in Miami that are driving around Ferraris and shit. Like, yeah, it fucks with your head, but it's not. That's not the reality of trying to last. If you want to last, you got to be okay with making a fucking couple $100 and just shutting it off and just letting it build. This is our previous floor. Let's see if they reject for a fresh low. Do you ever look at the VOLD? Is that a ticker?
Voldemort.
What is VOLD for? New York Stock Exchange? What is the difference? What is it comparing? Just overall market? No, I've never looked at that. Whatever system I have right now, I try not to fuck with too much. Like I feel like I watch a lot already between the MACD divergences, volume squeeze, cloud conditions, and then my EMAs, and then I watch QQQ. I chart off a QQQ4 SPY and the VIX, and that's pretty much it. And then I look at all of tech, like the seven sisters in tech, and I just try to see if I can find a direction in Mag 7. If they're all trending in one direction, that's the direction that we're gonna have for the day. Keeping it as simple as possible is the best way, in my opinion. I've seen people with charts that have like fucking 9 million different indicators on it. It's like you can have 20 different indicators telling you one thing and 10 different indicators telling you a different thing, and then it confuses you and you hesitate and then you miss your entry. Anybody take a short off of that floor, 664.80 floor rejection? If we take out this previous bounce candle, 1137 candle, I would say just hold your puts for a fresh low from here. Yeah, a lot of indicators, man, are based off of the same principles too, Ryan? Like these indicators that people create, like Joey, like that pivot indicator. I looked into that. That pivot indicator is basically just supply and demand, and it maps it for you based off of volume. If there's strong buyers showing up, it maps it out. If there's strong sellers showing up, it maps it out.
Yeah,
I know.
dude, one of the best traders I've ever learned from literally puts the 200, the 20, and that's it.
Yeah. I use the 21, the 50, and the 200 for EMAs and VWAP. And then clouds in the background. MACD and volume I like to watch. I look at them as like waves in the ocean.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and it's like all you want to do is try to catch the wave to surf for like a couple candles and then you jump off of the wave.
That's what I have on my top step charts too, is I literally have MACD and volume on the bottom.
Looks like they're
VWAP,
trying to reject this floor, 664.80 floor.
Hmm.
yeah,
QQQ
it's
is
kind of
also
like
rejecting.
controlled slow bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah, the wind direction. It's a thing.
Only when
It
it's south
is.
though.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta use I use everything for like a wind direction. Like I'll look at all of tech, QQQ. If everything's trending in one direction, it's typically that's the way of the wind. So until we get below VWAP and previous close, I would still be looking for call entries for bounces. Up here towards the top of our range, I'd be looking for shorts if we're rejecting floors. but I'd still be more call focused above previous close. If we're below previous close, then you're more put focused, and the wind direction would be south. What fucks me up, dude, is days where we have crazy divergences, like QQQ's going one direction, SPY's going the other direction, and the Seven Sisters are just chopping sideways. Like
Those are annoying.
those days I get fucked up on because there's no really clear direction and there's no clear cycles. That's when we get the fake outs and the traps.
Yeah, those are the days you got to see profit, take profit. You're
Yeah.
not going to get a big move. Just take a couple hundred or a couple $1,000, whatever your size is, and just be good. There's massive size sitting above NQ and DS right now.
Did IWM recover? Yeah. Look at
Nice job,
IWM.
Mr. X. Take it easy.
Take your green,
Thanks.
buddy. I'm probably going to jump off shortly anyway, too. I can't believe it's lunchtime already.
Thanks, guys.
Later, pal.
Later.
Seems like it's just going to be a sideways chop now through lunch. Keep the price elevated. Bears are scrambled.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. My dad took my son over to my grandpa's house.
We made a
If I was
fresh
over there, there'd
all-time
be 4
high.
generations.
That'd be awesome. You got to go to your job? Damn it, Joey. Can't wait until you quit soon, man.
What's he doing? Joey, what do you do again? Are you finance or do you actually sell the cars or both?
Finance.
He's CFO.
It's going to
Essentially,
be tough
dude,
next month.
if
We're
you
opening
think about
another
it, you're
store.
you're you're technically a CFO of your
Oh yeah,
store.
no. I run the whole place. He has me on the paperwork with him for like the banking bit. So, but we're
Hey,
opening another store October 1st, or no, November 1st. So it's going to be fucking crazy for a little while.
hey, Joey, I hear that looking at car sales is a good barometer of the economy for people going under on their car loans and stuff. What are you seeing on the front lines?
I mean, it's
Joey's biased is skewed.
it's pretty bad, like as far as the banks are concerned, right? Before COVID, the first time buyer average repossession in the first 6 months was like 12%, and they're currently sitting at like 58%. So, the lenders are getting more tough. Nobody wants to spend the money. The people who have the money don't really want to pay the interest rates that are there.
So
Like my car
58%
loan
of
was
the people that are buying vehicles through lenders are getting repossessed.
first time buyers.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it used to be like 12%. But even the interest rates, things like the Explorer that we had when she totaled it, my rate was 2.14%.
Yeah, you'll
The
never
best
get that
rate I could
back.
get after that. No, the best rate I was getting was 4.89, and I mean, our credit's immaculate. So who the hell wants to
Almost
buy a new car when they're going to go up 3% in interest?
Yeah. No, I get it. I think it has a lot to do with housing too. People people that wanted to move out of their homes and to get a new place kind of ended up staying put because they didn't want to sell their house and jump into a 7-8% interest mortgage. You
Right, and
know,
even the housings are just going up on top of it. So it's even getting a little worse in that area. I know for us, we're a lot slower. You hear about it all the time, Ryan. Like my pay, because I'm straight commission, is about 48% down since October.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not like you guys are selling fucking $100,000 cars either.
No, we stay with like because of where we're located and being in the hood and stuff. We try to stay with $8,000 to $15,000 cars.
Yeah. But dude, it's like my buddy I was telling you about that worked at the Nissan dealership. He's like he couldn't even get people approved on new vehicles because the new vehicles are 70, 80,000. And
Right. The truck,
the lenders are just like, no, it's sorry, it's not going to happen.
the truck we just bought, Brittany. It was 2, 3 years ago. It was a $35,000 truck. When we bought it, it was 50 plus.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
it's the
It's
dollar,
ridiculous.
man. It's the dollar. It's
And
just become
that's
less
why
and
we
less.
lease now. Is you're not going to lose a depreciation if you lease.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good point. a good point.
As long as you
That's
stay
gonna
under your
kill it.
miles, though.
Yeah, but 45,000 miles, for 3 years is a decent amount of miles. And worst case scenario, you lease with the same company and they'll eat the fees.
Yeah, I like leasing because you have that backbone warranty too.
Yeah, the car's covered the whole time you own it, pretty much.
Yeah, I got so
But how do the
pissed,
car
dude, when
companies?
we flew
So
home, Joey. I I put new tires on Mariah's Jeep,
Yeah, you were telling
and
me.
then this weekend we went to go look at like new construction homes, and we drove through some neighborhood, fucking nailing it. Didn't even have the tires on for 24 hours, nailing it.
Yeah, that's why you
Damn.
got to pay for that tire and wheel warranty. That tire and wheel warranty is a savior. Some tires can be, $800 a pop with the wheels.
they'll
Literally a
replace
pop.
it, not patch it.
What?
If you have that warranty, because you just patched the tire, they wouldn't replace it on warranty, would they?
Yeah, if you have tire and wheel, they'll replace it.
Oh, it's just a simple
QQQ
patch,
is
but
trying to
okay.
flip the floor.
Well, the
We're under
warranty
the.
company looks at it as, yeah, they can patch it, but if the patch comes out or you hit it again, they're going to have to pay twice. So they'd rather just give you a new tire and let it go that way. A tire and wheel package is like $500. So, 50% of the people don't ever use it. They're banking all that money.
For sure. For sure.
Kid, I think that's when it's the most beneficial is like once you're once you've been in the lease, and you just continue to trade in and then lease up, that's when it starts making sense financially. The first lease
Yeah,
always sucks. Unless you can get a sign
I
and
didn't
drive.
typically, I wouldn't typically lease before because, if she's upside down and wants a new car, I just sell it on my lot and get out of it for a profit. But
Yeah.
now it's all about interest rate.
The other issue
Sorry
is, dude,
guys.
the cars are depreciating a lot faster now because of the inflated value. So leases are actually more expensive too.
They are. They're just easier to get out of in the long run.
I thought if you're holding a car that off lease was the way to go, right?
What do you mean?
Because you're like if you're leasing, you're just throwing money away. I mean, unless it's a write-off, okay, but you're just throwing money away every year. But if you buy an off lease where the maximum depreciation's already happened, you get in then and you hold it for 5 years or whatever you're gonna hold it for.
Well,
Isn't that the
you're
most
gonna
cost effective?
depreciate. You depreciate every time that car gets registered. The biggest depreciation is the first 6 months of the car. The first time it's registered, you can guarantee any new car is losing 3 to 5 grand immediately.
Yeah,
After the
That's
3 years, you do get a good deal on an off lease product, but you're still
yeah,
doing the same thing. You're still getting into a car and you're going to have the depreciation. And if you buy cars, regularly and you want to use your credit, yeah, you keep doing it. But if you want to stay with a car for a long time, my suggestion is always buy a year-old car because it already took that big depreciation, and then you can stay with that car for a long period of time. But you buy $100,000 truck, you keep it for 5 years, the truck's worth 30K. I mean, is that really worth it at that point in time?
geez, no.
So
Right.
and that's what happens with these infinity trucks and stuff. You buy one for 80, 90K, 5 years later, it's worth 30, 40K, and you just paid $40,000 to drive a truck for 5 years. Like at that point, is it worth it? Probably not.
yeah, but it still kind of averages out because that's how they get the cost of the lease is by the depreciation, no?
Yeah, the residual on the lease and the principal on it all comes off of what they expect the car to be worth in a few years. But like the people during COVID time, if you had a lease prior to COVID and then COVID happened, you were selling your lease to dealerships and getting crazy money back on them.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
It was ridiculous. People were buying Corvettes and turning around and selling them 3 months later for 20 grand profit.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, oh, it was fucking crazy. I sold one of Brittany's cars during COVID because it was like cars worth 16. I'm gonna get 24 for it. Why would I hold it?
Patel, that's because you are super smart.
Yes, that's the best way
Dude,
to go. I bought one a few years ago. It was a 2003 with 80K. I kept the car for 3 years, turned around and sold it for 5 grand. I love them Camrys.
QQQ is at the previous floor, looking like they want to poke through and spies leaking out. I feel like they're fooling here, and they're gonna pump.
All right, I gotta get off. I gotta go to Brittany's home and I gotta go to my fucking job.
Yeah, it's lunchtime anyway. We're probably, if anything, we get back above that 664.80 area, we're just going to continue to chop sideways. QQQ is reclaiming that floor, so I would wait. If you're looking at my screen, I'd say the best area to try a short is either at the bottom of this box, 664.80s, or the top of this box, 665.11. If we flip 664.80s with power, then you could potentially ride a call up. Well, yeah, I'm going to jump off too.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
It's Monday. Don't overtrade. We got the whole week ahead of us, so save your ammo.
Have a good
Thanks,
day. I'll
kid.
see you guys tomorrow.
Later, guys.
Good day.
Later.